Hello and welcome back to the mighty UBF podcast. I'm Abz.
And I'm Tomas. Abz, how was your weekend, brother?
Really good.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Let's just say it was an eventful weekend. Arsenal won. They beat Man United, so I was a happy boy.
1-0 though.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Other than that, yeah, it was good. Relaxed a bit. Feel a bit more refreshed this week. Yeah, busy with work and planning our trip to Melbourne over the next few days and finalising that. And we'll get together with all the boys that are going down and
Should be good.
And we'll plan out our week along with our podcast stuff that we want to do down there. So
stay tuned though. We've got some content coming up when we're down there. So
if you see us, come say hi.
Sorry, we don't bite.
We don't bite. Thomas might bite sometimes. If he's hungry, he might bite.
Does it look like I ever get hungry? Look at me.
Yes. No. Yes.
The answer to your question is down.
Well, I'll tell you about a team that was a bit too hungry and bit too much this weekend.
Sydney FC.
Sydney FC.
What's happened here, brother?
We love red cards lately.
Yeah.
We're loving them. If it's not us, it's our opponent getting them. But we just seem to be filled with red cards.
Rodwell, the Wanderers ex-player, and Holman. What's happened here, brother?
No comment.
No comment.
No. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Big trouble. Both Reds, though.
Yeah.
First time in Abs.
Look, at the end of the day, we were already on the back foot with Lolly being out.
Yeah, true.
One red card didn't help.
Mm.
The second one just was like nail in the coffin. But credit to FC, 2-1, still everything to play for.
Recoverable. That's
recoverable.
That's the key word I think we've got to take from that, because when 2-1, playing with 9 men essentially, 2 red cards, I'm thinking this could get ugly.
Yeah.
And I'm praying to God it did get ugly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't. And by Sydney FC, by hook, truth, last kick, deflection, penalty, however it does happen, it never happens against FC. And whether I like to say it or not, they're still here with a chance.
They are. And
it's an incredible luck. Some would say you earn your luck. I'm a big believer in that, but I just don't know how it never happens to Sydney FC.
It's not luck.
Of course.
It's called prestige and standard of a great football club.
I rock up in a suit because I'm special. I understand.
Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am special.
How's work today, Abner?
Great, actually.
No one cares. Caceres delivers a great ball to Joel King.
And you loved that, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Look, if he really could, if he wanted to, he could be a Sydney FC supporter, but he chooses to support a team that neither their men or their women can play finals football. So go on, Thomas. Tell us about the game. That's
quite rude. I thought you liked the Wanderers women.
I love the Wanderers women. Yeah. It's unfortunate that they didn't make the finals, but it's not unfortunate for you. You had the choice to pick a club.
So what's your comment on Sophie Harding winning the...
Deserved, man.
Yeah.
Deserved. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
And the All-Stars selection as well.
Me too, but I'm surprised that a top 6 team I play within the top 6 didn't win it. Does that show how much Sophie Harding has just been that good? extra level?
Yes, and we've seen it, especially the games that she wasn't playing. We've seen it with the games that she did, and I think it was the game me and you went and watched with against Western United.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pointing out our good friend Matthew over there. Shows the difference. Her and Kushla Ruth. I remember that day. Kushla played 2 really good balls, but far out the way she can just pick out a ball and just strike it with confidence and back her ability. And at the age of 24 as well, to pick up a Julie Dolan medal.
Young.
Look at the players that have won the Julie Dolan medal.
Of course, Sam Kerr we're talking. This is unbelievable. And first Matilda's cap this year as well.
Yeah.
But getting back to the A-League, Abs. My good friend Joshua Nisbet. I think my sister in year 12 was taller than Joshua Nisbet. But what a player. And he's been that, he's got a knack for popping up positions that he's got a brilliant attacking runs for a midfielder as an 8. Bear in mind he's not a 10. He's got this brilliant knack for just popping up in the right time.
Yeah.
Some would argue like a Bellingham. Just to get into that little pocket, that nick, that crook, that cranny. Unbelievable.
Some would say like a Kai Havertz.
Of course. So, you're a good friend, and we've spoken recently on the podcast, Caceres, who's been a stalwart in the A-League. Went from hero to zero, my friend.
Look, it's a shame. He's been on some good form lately. Although went from hero to zero very quickly this
Very
game.
quickly.
Very quickly.
It was silly.
And if I mispronounce this, but he kicked Theoharos.
I reckon the brother's Greek.
No way. What gave it away?
I don't know.
Was it the Theo or the Haros?
I reckon a bit of both.
A bit of both. Look, he kicked him in the shin inside the box and
Set a penalty.
unfortunately conceded a penalty, and our good friend Doka.
Michael Doka from Brazil. That brother's incredible. That brother has came in mid-season.
Yeah.
And I reckon, not single-handedly, that would be a discredit to what Mariners done. Yeah. He's been a major reason why they finished first. Major reason why they won the AFC Cup. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a large impact on them winning the A-League Championship.
If I remember correctly, he absolutely tore up the Wanderers when they played at Combank, didn't he?
A lot of people do, brother. So, do you think he should have been included in the A-League All-Stars?
He might still be.
Because it's the preliminary.
No, they've put his Brazilian, South American friend Marcelo in there. So well deserved.
I agree. My question to you though is why isn't he in that Brazilian? Why isn't he in that preliminary squad? I think he deserves there, to be honest.
I don't think they've put anyone in there that's still playing.
So I understand that, but if we're talking, so is it a scheduling issue? Is that why the clubs aren't allowing one or two players to not play this game?
No. If you look at the squad at the moment, there's no one from FC, from Mariners.
Wellington, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But let's say Mariners theoretically make it through. Okay.
Oh, he's in there. He's in there for me.
Yeah, 100%. But will Mariners let him go? That's the thing I'm asking. Like, will they let him go?
They should. But at the same time, I get why they wouldn't.
I think a bargaining power should be okay. He only plays 30 minutes. It's an exhibition game, but don't get me wrong. Who wouldn't want to play against the Premier League, arguably a top 8 Premier League side?
Newcastle.
Brother, who wouldn't want to play?
Yeah.
Give the brother 30 minutes, 15-minute cameo, no problem.
Yeah.
I think you're doing the A-League All-Stars an injustice by not having a couple of FC players, Mariners players, Wellington, and definitely Victoria.
Is it? It's before the final, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. Scheduling. I think it's because of the Ange thing. How he came earlier.
We'll get to that. There's a lot to talk about.
We'll get to Ange. How we run the week.
But no,
I don't know.
it's rough.
Yeah, rough.
It's very rough.
But
let's just say when Sydney FC knock out the Mariners, they're happy to pick anyone. We'll know by Sunday anyway.
Hello, Qual. Red card?
Should have been.
I don't like the comments after the game, though.
Why?
Where Braden goes, you can punch players in the stomach. I don't like it. One, you don't need to publicly discredit another player. Bearing in mind, you're going to face him in 7 days. That's going to give that team and that brother even more motivation. Yeah, more motivation. But two, the referees are already, excuse the word, already shambolic. Why even shed more light and possibly create more controversy for the game in 7 days? Why? Silly, stupid.
Look, at the end of the day, for me, this is a contact sport. I get it. You shouldn't be punching people in the stomach. But
do you reckon he did? Be honest. Do you reckon that was a full-blown punch in the stomach?
He should have been off. I think there was.
So you reckon it was a full-blown punch in the stomach?
I think there was intent whether he made it look like an actual punch or not. He knew what he was doing, Thomas. Okay. But at the same time, I personally think that I'm not saying bring the beef back. I'm not saying let's go.
I reckon you and Aaron Molan can bring the beef back on a different podcast, brother. But it's a whole different thing. But bring the beef back.
But I think there needs to be a level of, all right, there's 22 men on that field. You're going to get flare-ups, whether it's in the men or the women's game. You're going to get flare-ups, some push and shove. Someone might, say headbutt someone, but stick a head in there. Yeah. But have you seen the way they fall? Like they accidentally even lay a hand anywhere near the shoulders. They fall down like they've been stabbed.
Braden's Aussie, brother.
But
He won't do that.
But at the same time, I'm asking the referees to build a grey area where they can barely recognise black and white. So it's I'm leaving it to the comments. I don't think that they'll ever turn around and allow things like that, because at the end of the day, this is a game and they're trying to be role models for the youth. That is a big part of it. But at the same time, you've seen this type of shit that happens in
Of course,
Sunday League.
100%.
Like, you know,
Listen, I'm ripping Mounties even though I couldn't train tonight because of the podcast.
I've emulated John Cena playing in goals with people trying to jump at me and missing the ball completely. So
unfortunately, there's no camera there to capture that, brother. So right now, it's
might
just,
have to stick Jules behind the goal.
Oh, is that a sort of prelude? Prelude or
Possibly.
Abz, Mariners 41 games this year compared to FC's 34. Reckon Mariners have still got it in the tank? Bear in mind they've got 2 games at tops to win it. Or because for me personally, even though they played with 9 men, there was a bit of fatigue towards the end, I think, for the Mariners.
Yeah.
That's why I sort of brought up that stat, because those last 10 to 15 minutes, FC did all right with 9 men, I'll be honest.
I'm going to put it this way. I think there's 2 winners for me of this A-League this year.
Okay.
It's either Wellington or Sydney FC. And you ask me, Thomas, how does that come about in your mind? I think if Mariners go through, Wellington will beat them. I think if FC go through on the back of this, on the back of losing Wally, I think they'll have enough, willpower and to overcome the momentum and be able to take it out. So,
well, speaking of Wellington, you think Wellington are a shoo-in against victory? Wow, because for me, Wellington have the advantage to go back at home.
They do.
But victory looked all right. Victory looked all right at home, I understand. And the North Terrace is an absolute, was rocking. Especially that violinist. Crazy, brother. Freed from the crazy. So, is Fornaroli the man to score at Sky Stadium in Wellington? Or no, you reckon it's just clear?
Could you do it at 4:30 p.m.
No.
On a cold night in Wellington?
No.
Or a cold day in Wellington?
No, but there's a big difference between me and Bruno, brother. And that's,
well, I can't see the difference.
I reckon it starts with the beer, to be honest. I reckon that's where it starts.
And brother. A few other things, but we'll ignore those.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I just think Wellington's too good for that. I think that defensively they both had a really good game.
Yeah.
Of course, they finished 0-0. Both kept a clean sheet. Yeah. But Wellington's just got it in New Zealand. It's not easy. It's not an easy place to go. And I've seen even earlier this season when Brisbane Roar went there and played their best game of the season and still lost.
The first final that Wellington played, I think, was 8 years ago. They got a crowd of 32,000 in Sky Stadium. Italiano, John Luca, Chiefy. We'll call the brother Chiefy.
Yeah.
As said, we need the fans there. They're that 12th man. And for me, I think it's a bit evident because that first half, Victory produced 9 shots to Wellington's 3 in the first 45. And then Victory started to pile up the possession again in the 45 with 11 more shots. Second half. I think it was a brilliant defensive performance by Wellington. Alex Paulson, I don't understand. If Wellington do get knocked out, Paulson for me starts ahead of Thomas, even though I love Lawrence. No, brother.
It's an absolute cat.
Flashbacks. Flashbacks indeed. But Paulson, brother, this year you can't argue.
Yeah, no.
He's a machine. And to where he came from is an absolute unheard of.
Yeah. No, look, he's an absolute... Paulson is an absolute cat. I do have to say that.
Likewise with Thomas.
But Lawrence Thomas is he's on another level.
Yeah.
And I think that you see the difference with him playing for the Wanderers and when he's not playing. And we saw it this season and it was huge. And I'm not talking about the times Tiger Harper came and goal. I'm talking about the times where, you had your second and your third keeper.
Bush Gibson,
Yeah. But Paulson's had a season to remember.
Of course he has.
Okay. I think Thomas has a standard
Yeah.
And he set the standard. And I'm pretty sure, remember correctly, last year he was the goalkeeper of the year.
Of course it was.
Okay. He set a standard. And we expect that from Lawrence. But when it comes to Paulson coming out of really nowhere, it's kind of created a dilemma. Do you go with form or do you go with stock standard?
So you think in the game, who starts first half? Because these games, they tend to go first half, second half. Thomas starts first half.
Thomas starts first half.
Second half, Paulson.
Second half, Paulson. And I think, at the end of the day, Newcastle's coming to, let's be honest here, they're going to come out, they're going to want to enjoy their football. Enjoy it. Want to have fun. They're not going to bring certain players, but the A-League All-Stars are going to go for it.
Of course.
They're going to gun it. And we saw it against Barca a few years ago.
Oh my God, Qual. That's where Qual made his name.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to see that again.
I hope they score. I hope they score 2 or 3. I hope it's a tight game. I seriously do.
Yeah.
Do you know what? For me, we love Irukunda. We love Irukunda on the podcast. We love Irukunda for Australian football. I just see him. I don't know. I see his name in lights. I see something that he's going to do. I don't know. Do you see it, or are you getting a vibe? Because obviously you're going to be there. I'm going to rock up there on the Thursday. But, sorry, no. You're Friday. We're both free though. Sorry.
We're going to see him all the way.
So, do you think that Irukunda is going to have an impact? Do you think no? Or you reckon Botman and Shah, brother? Tight as not. Yeah, well, Sven.
I think that
Trippier on the right.
I think the women's game is going to be interesting.
Of course.
I think the men's one, I think Newcastle are going to sweep them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even against our good friend Thomas and Paulson.
Hey, the Wednesday game though, before we move on, while we're on the topic of the A-League.
Okay.
Tottenham fans, you are not ready. That Wednesday game, I'm there with one objective or one objective only. Just to sit there and annoy and just be the biggest pest to these Tottenham fans.
Is that recency bias because of this morning?
No, it's. I was born with a right to hate Tottenham. So
I feel sorry for your dad, to be honest.
He was born with one too.
No, he was born with Ange Postecoglou, brother. They're separated
at birth. Have you watched that Lindsay Lohan movie with twins?
Sister camp.
Yeah, one ended up Greek and one ended up Lebanese, and then they've got the picture of I've only got a picture of me and my mum. I've got a picture of only me and my dad, and they put it together. Yeah, that's Ange Postecoglou and my father.
I hope they do, mate. Hopefully, Father Salam can make his way to Melbourne
and finally reunite with his twin. Look, it's.
Can we give a shout out to Wellington before we move on to your great club?
Oops, yep.
To your great club, I mean Arsenal 1-0. Wellington Phoenix. In 2014, they were in the semi-finals of the A-League. 2015, weeks before the season, almost got kicked out. The FFA denied a 10-year extension for their club. The Yellow Fever acted massive active support, protest across the league, can I add, and their campaign was developed, Save the Knicks. Personally, I do agree that we need a New Zealand team. This Auckland City will be interesting, this new A-League team. But Wellington are a staple, brother.
They are.
Wellington are a staple. They've got to be in there. And I think this will be a massive to the establishment if Wellington win. And I'll be honest, my team's out. I've got no one to root for.
I've said it weeks ago. I said if Wellington win it this year, it is going to be the start for me of a revolution for New Zealand football.
I hope it is, brother.
Because that Auckland team comes in.
Yeah.
And you best believe if Wellington pick up that form and stay there, you're going to start seeing the ground roots in New Zealand begin to grow. And I think it needs it.
Of course.
Okay. And I was going to say as well, it's an interesting name, Yellow Fever.
Carry on.
Yeah. But in other terms of teams that may be kicked out, I saw something on, I believe it was Seek or through email. Canberra United women's team are looking for a head coach for next season, which could only mean one thing.
You're in the job.
No. No, it means that I believe Canberra United, again, unconfirmed, but it looks like they are sticking around.
Yeah, of course.
The women's
it was
next
stupidity.
season.
It was stupidity for any sort of claim for them to be kicked out.
Yeah.
They're a staple, brother.
Oh.
They're a staple in the women's space, and in the men's space, Wellington are a staple.
Yeah.
You cannot kick established clubs like that. It's the same with NPL. Do you really reckon United, Marconi, and Olympic were never going to be in the NSL? Sorry, not in the NSL, in the second division?
No,
do you really think?
They're staples.
Brother. It's the same thing with the A-League.
Yeah.
Now, to the Premier League.
Onto a staple
Of my eyes for the past 23 years and of yours for 7.
7.
I'm joking. Well, you look 7.
I look 7.
70 or 7?
70 years, mate.
Sorry. 24 years. Sorry, my apologies. 1-0.
1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the
Casemiro. Am I starting Casemiro or you are?
Let me give it.
Because I want to continue the Casemiro thing from last week, brother.
I want to continue on to something that I said weeks ago.
Of course. Havertz. Here we go.
No.
Okay.
Not even Arsenal related.
Oh, wow.
Manchester United, and I've said this.
KG, I'm sorry about that.
KG, I'm talking to you, my friend.
I love KG.
No.
Not the KG.
I'm talking to the United fans out there that have disagreed with me on this. And I've said it for weeks. I said that Ten Hag, we said it last week, for me, Ten Hag is not the problem. And no, Thomas, I've said before this whole Ten Hag, me feeling sorry for him, once you play your youngsters in that team, once you put a bit of youth and people who believe in what the manager has actually put out and said, you will see improvement. That is the best. Hold on. That is the best United performance I have seen in a very long time.
It's Arsenal. So they are bound to step up. It's never an easy task for Arsenal. I think they've only won 2 games in the last 15.
But look at the difference. Look at the difference in who was playing.
Okay, 1 second. Let's go back to Ten Hag as you so.
Because I know what you're going to say. You're going to turn around and say, "Oh, the Casemiro mistake.
No.
This. They let themselves down." Aside from Evans and Casemiro, and sorry, I know I'm cutting you off. Aside from Evans and Casemiro, the team for the first 20 minutes actually played good football. You had Garnacho taking on Ben White. You had what's his name? The young winger, Amad Diallo. You had Amad Diallo actually taking players on. This is without Bruno as well, without Rashford, without Varane, without the toxicity of these players. McTominay was playing a good game. Like I said, there's players who believe in what Ten Hag's trying to sell.
All right.
And we saw that.
All right.
And there's still a long way.
Back to Ten Hag. Ten Hag. Where did Ten Hag coach before, brother?
Ajax.
Okay. Ajax is known as a development club or is known as a serial winner outside of the Netherlands? Your call. Development club or a serial winner in the European space?
A development club.
Okay, development club. What is Manchester United? What's their DNA, brother?
Yeah, go on. I know what you're about to say, and it's contradicting something you said very early on in this podcast, but go on.
Can you answer for me?
They're a big club, massive club, winning championships. Yeah.
The DNA
yeah.
that Manchester United have
yeah.
is not the DNA that Eric Ten Hag is supposed to bring.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay.
If I sound contradictory, I'll sound contradictory.
I will pull up, and it's on our social medias too.
Okay.
I will pull it up, and I have receipts. I
love your receipts, by the way.
I'm the one that turned around and said about week 3 of this podcast.
Week 3, brother.
I'm pretty sure I remember it correctly.
20 weeks ago. Got big memories.
Because you're telling me that, he's done this outside of United, he's done this, and I'm turning around and I'm saying, where? I don't know if you remember the clip.
Oh, where?
Yes.
But I'm talking about DNA.
Okay, but Thomas, forget, in Netherlands, when he was there, they were the club. He knows what a winning culture is about.
I'm sorry. PSV 3 years ago were nowhere. I'm sorry. Feyenoord
Fair enough,
3 years ago were nowhere.
Context. He's won trophies. He knows what it's like to be a winner. And forget that, even in the Champions League, when he took that Ajax team to a semi-final and almost made it to the Champions League final that year, had it not been for Lucas Moura in that last freaking minute, Tottenham, he knows what it's like to be there. And like I said, he just needed people to buy in. And when you play youngsters, and I've seen it with my own club, when you just put the young ones out there and they believe what the manager's selling, you will see a difference. You might not win every game, but dear God, they will put 110% effort in. That is the most forward United I've seen in a long time, where they've actually held the ball and actually made it into a team's box. Evans and Casemiro let them down. You have 2 old farts who are unfit and can't run at the back. Sorry, bear my language. Pardon my French or whatever the saying is. Okay. They have 2 people at the back that could not run. He was playing Dallo on his unpreferred left to begin with.
Yeah. Do you think it's do you think it's very reflective of their roof?
64, yeah, bro, falling apart, yeah.
Brother.
65 injuries this season, Thomas.
Chelsea are not far off.
I'm not saying, and you guys have done incredibly well at the back end of the season to actually put together a run. But for United,
never expected that.
This is the difference. And I've said it before. If you give me the choice, I think it was the Claude's episode. If you give me the choice of taking Chelsea's squad or United's squad, I take Chelsea's squad. And not because that there's a lot of people to develop. It's easier to mold these guys into what you want to see. And dear God, they finally saw the light of what Pochettino is trying to sell. And they've put it together with Manchester United. When you have all of these personalities and all of these egos and everything that belongs with that club, you're going to struggle.
Ten Hag is not fit for United.
Then who is? Who is? No. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people.
Serial winner.
Who? Zidane. And you told me he wouldn't go to United.
I agree.
Then who else?
I'm trying to think. Ancelotti.
Marino's been Ancelotti. Ancelotti's going to go from Real Madrid to Manchester United.
The brother's got 1 year left, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, you think he's going to go to Manchester United?
Why not?
You're telling...
Why not?
No, because this club needs a rebuild, Thomas.
Why not?
You as a Chelsea fan should know this.
Brother.
You as a Chelsea fan who's gone through probably the most absolute hell that you've been through as a Chelsea fan in the last 2 years need to understand that you can't just slap money at problems.
I agree, but you can't change your DNA either. You think it's very easy to get. You think it's very easy to.
There's DNA. There's DNA, and there's the culture of the club that needs a change. Us Arsenal fans, for example, we understand the DNA of our club and what we mean. Oh, no.
There are some very synonymous things with your club that you can't change.
No, and I'm not asking United to change that. Or Chelsea, but there's things...
You can't.
But there's the environment and the cult. When I say the culture, I mean, when you rock up to work every morning, how do you feel? That's the environment.
I've got an up and down banana ready to go.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Varane and Maguire don't have that. They've got a depressing workplace and a pissed off manager to walk into.
They should try the iced coffee flavour with protein.
They should, I'm sure, and they'll get dripping roof. They'll get dripping roof water coming through that as well.
No, you put the up and go on the roof, and it'll come through.
Yeah, there's whole. I get it, but what your misunderstanding is, God, then with the coffee, I have a sip, mate.
I'm just waiting for you to get to a valid point before I slam.
A valid point. Yeah. United need to clear out that team. Keep the youngsters and the fundamentals and the foundation of that squad and just build around it. I've seen it with many clubs.
Did you say clear out the old people? Sorry. Did you the seniors?
Get rid of.
Did you say clear out the seniors?
The older players, yes.
Yeah, Ten Hag can follow. Cool.
No. We're not ending there. No. Because you haven't really rebutted any of my points. Because this is the last time this season I'm going to talk about United.
Why not next week?
Because there's better things to talk about next week than Manchester United.
City lifting the trophy.
City lifting the trophy. Yeah.
Oh, he said it. Massive. So it's done. Is it done?
No, it's not done. I'm joking. My final point.
Here we go.
Is United need a clean out. Ten Hag is not the problem.
Okay,
give him a season. Varane's leaving at the end of the season. Casemiro looks like he's going.
Looks like the brother's learning Saudi Arabic as we speak.
I know.
Your father's actually tuning in. Hey brother, shukran habibi.
Shukran habibi.
In all of those. Yeah.
You've got Garnacho who's killing it. You've got players like. Did you see the save Onana made on the weekend?
I'm not talking about Onana.
That's what I'm saying though. There's fundamentals in that team for me that can stay, and you build around those. Right now, that place is a mess.
All right.
You need to clear it from the top. Not Woodward. Sorry, the guy that bought them.
Radcliffe.
Comes in, you know what you need to do. And it's coming from an Arsenal fan.
Of course.
You know exactly what you need to do. You've seen enough projects around you. You've seen when City got bought out. You've seen when Arsenal when Mikel took over Arsenal. Dear God, you even saw when Villa got taken over by Emery. There's many plans for you to look there. Don't take the Chelsea route because that's probably going to put you in another 2 years of misery. But I'll get to your club in a second. But at the end of the day, that club just needs to clear itself out. Ten Hag is not the problem.
Of course.
You get rid of him, you're going to go through the same thing with the next manager. You've seen it with Moyes, you've seen it with Ole, you've seen it with Ragnick, you've seen it with Mourinho. If Mourinho could go there and ended up the way that he did, it says a lot about your club. Clear it out, do what you need to do, keep Ten Hag, and build around your youth.
Thank you. Your TED Talks, booking TED Talk as we speak. Casemiro. Yeah, brother. Casemiro is on a different spectrum. How you walk when a goal kick's being played out is incredible. That brother is so far behind the pace. He looks lost. Either Zidane failed massively to do any 6v6 possession games and never put him in as a centre-back, because he's got a good make for a centre-back. He's a build, he can play out. And don't forget, he was a shadower for Varane and Ramos. A shadower. That's intercepting a lot of shit. That brother can't intercept his lunch at this point, brother. That brother can't intercept anything coming his way. That's bad. That is horrific. And then he looks at Onana as he tried to stop Havertz. Trossard, sorry.
Trossard.
As he tried to stop Trossard scoring.
He
looks at Onana going,
Tom, I think he's checked out. He's checked out. He's checked out. I think, and it goes back to say about the environment about United. He's checked out, and ultimately,
or do you reckon it's him at that point?
He has checked out of the environment at United. That's what I'm saying. He mentally, that brother's gone.
Do you see him in the Prem next year?
No. I think he's off to Saudi, like you said. He's off to America, MLS, wherever. He's on his before, like you said.
I reckon him and Lingard can have lunch in Seoul.
No, but personally for me, hey, how good was Havertz noticing about? Did you see? He looks to the side, picked him up.
White was immense. White gave him a ball straight away.
Yeah.
Didn't let Casemiro, I think, would have on his walking frame get there.
But again, Johnny Evans being next to him probably doesn't help. Like, let's be honest.
I'm talking about Casemiro.
I'm saying Casemiro has been poor, probably more than poor, like absolutely rubbish.
This going to say something? Evans has been better than Casemiro.
It's not hard to be better than Casemiro at the moment.
I'll do a better job.
You do a better job at centre back, and
I can't hit a ball, brother. I'll be the first to admit it. And listen, anyone from Mouths can vouch for that. I can't hit a ball.
I've seen some questionable defending this season.
Do you know who can? William Saliba. Something to talk about it. 3 away man of the match performances to big clubs. Anfield, United. What's the third? Remind me.
Etihad.
Yeah. Man of the match, brother.
Immense.
Haaland pocketed. Højlund doesn't need much pocketing. And Nunes he can't find his way to the bathroom. He can't find his way to the bathroom.
He's offside. He's past the pocket already.
Yeah, brother. No, he's so when you walk into the bath, you go to the bathroom. You got tunnels. You got tunnel, and then you got to the cubicle, and then you got whatever. So he's actually inside. I don't know what I'm trying to go at. I don't know. He's offside. You can edit that out, please.
No, this is staying, mate.
Of course,
this is some raw material.
Of course, it is.
Rolls Royce.
Charvet, Saliba, sorry.
Margot's a different type of Rolls Royce.
She
is the Rolls Royce of women's football. Saliba is the Rolls Royce of men's football.
Leave that in as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
That's fine. I was going to say Rolf Harris for a second.
Cut that one out. That one we can cut out.
But yeah,
Mattson, we can clear that one, or we can cut that one.
It's not controversial at all. Anyway,
okay, get him back on track.
He's honestly the difference maker. Rice has been immense. Gabriel's been immense. But you look at this season, you look at last season, Saliba has been absolutely the difference. And had he not been injured last season, then we could have been talking about a whole different thing.
No. I still think it's. I think Rice has added a lot of steel. I think Havertz was slandered, but I think Havertz has added a lot of steel. You look stronger. You look physical. You look ready for this task. But for me, we can speak about Arsenal, and best of luck to them next week. I don't want to get into too much because we're about to get into City, but best of luck. I do hope it happens for you because three of my best mates are Arsenal supporters, and all I've ever heard for this past 37-week game day, this is our year, brother. This is our year. We're on top of the table, round 0, by alphabet. I hope you're on top of the table next week. I seriously hope you do. But quickly, before we get on to my good friend, Heung-min Son, Wayne Rooney, you like his comments or no? I don't like it. Controversial, I can see it because it's happened more than once this year. But he's accused United players of using injuries to avoid playing games. You got Rashford, you got Bruno, you got Martinez, you got Shaw, you got Martial. Martial doesn't need any injuries. He just won't play anyway, brother.
Hey, do you know he's still got a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract?
Yeah. I think he'll still struggle to win it on career mode on FIFA, brother.
Good on Martial.
How was your pro club session?
Really good, actually.
Yeah, well,
I moved to striker and I bagged about 5 goals in 2 games.
Josh, you're under threat, brother. Abz.
It's fair. Because he would know. He would know.
Rooney would know.
He knows that players do that. And it's clear that, like I said, half the squad doesn't want to play for Ten Hag.
I understand, but you got the best doctors, you got the best physios. So you think Bruno's going, listen, I am 300k a week.
I wouldn't say Bruno.
He's your 25, brother.
Yeah.
The captain of United, he's saying, the physio's been paid off, saying you keep quiet, you stay injured for 2 weeks. Really think so?
I don't think Bruno's the type of player to do it. I don't think it's him.
So why?
Because he's trying to grip everyone that's injured. He was probably coming off the top of his head. But Rashford, Martial, like the players like that for me, I think
Martinez is a different player from last year, by the way.
He's a whole different
player, brother.
But again,
the butcher struggles to cut meat. That's what he does.
He's not a centre back. I've always said he's a left back. He's a left back.
He played 6 well. He played 6 well.
He would have fit either City's or Arsenal's left back system perfectly.
Yeah, I say that.
And for me, I've always said
Is he better than Zinchenko?
Yeah.
So you would take him over Zinchenko?
Yes.
Over Kivior?
No, just based off the size. I think though he'd be because he used to play in the 6 as well for Ajax.
He killed it, brother, in the 6.
Yeah, but I do have to say though, I think I've said it for the last couple of seasons. I said that Ten Hag's plan isn't always to play him at centre back. I think he's looking for the right centre back to play out the back from, and eventually we'll move him to left back. Hence why Shaw, and they haven't really looked at anyone. Malacia, what happened to Malacia?
Yeah, I haven't seen him, brother. I haven't seen any footage.
Like, he's probably one of those, him and Martial and Rashford are chilling in the medical room.
No, I actually don't know where Malacia is, brother.
Oh, he's gone missing?
He's gone, brother. MIA.
Did he have something earlier this season? Oh, no, that wasn't him.
I don't know.
No, that was Quincy. Quincy promised.
Oh, Quincy. Yeah, Quincy's had some there.
Quincy's had some issues.
Hey, without going too much into Quincy, I'm going to lead this for you, and I just want you to follow, Abdul.
Are we going on to Tottenham?
We are.
Can I just save... can I have 20 seconds?
Sorry, you're going to let me...
No. I'm going to let you lead this conversation. I want to say something about...
Okay, beautiful. Go. I'm glad.
At the end of the day, whatever happens.
I feel like you can...
Okay. Whether we win the league, whether we don't win the league, whether City smash West Ham next week, I don't care. I think at the end of the day, any Arsenal fan with their head screwed on the right way will tell you we're grateful to be an Arsenal fan at the moment. I'm happy. I haven't seen my team be this dominant, be the phenomenon in the Premier League that it has been this season for a long, long time, aside from last season. And I think anyone that wants to complain, anyone that wants to have a go at Arteta, and I've seen, people like Lee Gunnar turn around and just absolutely shitbag and Mikel and say that, oh, you got to get rid of him, he's won the league in this. Enjoy the ride.
I like Lee.
And differently.
Which one?
I'll show you after.
No.
Lee Gunnar and...
The bald one?
No, there's a whole different Lee Gunnar. Yeah.
Okay.
But all in all, I can't say thanks. Like, literally, thank you to Arsenal. I'm like, at the end of the day, going back, we were in the trenches. We were in the gutters. We were absolutely...
2020, yeah, that was a fun time.
Flawed. Mikel came into a shit show and he's brought this team back to prestige. Pep's gone at the end of next season.
Thank you for your heartfelt story.
And...
touched many hearts, I'm sure.
We might be on the grasp or on the edge of something great. The cusp of glory.
Okay.
Lead us, Thomas.
Would you like a clap or?
No.
Okay.
No clapping. No.
That's the only clap that Arsenal fans are going to get next week. Okay. So, when we're ready.
Strong words coming from a Chelsea fan.
And a Wanderers fan.
And a Wanderers fan.
Ready to go?
They know nothing about prestige. Anyway, go on.
Abdul, got a question for you.
Hit me.
What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham.
Is that okay?
Huh?
Thank you.
It's not all right. It's not all right.
We hate Tottenham.
We don't just hate Tottenham.
We despise Tottenham.
Absolutely despise that rubbish club, that nothing club, that absolutely worthless club that shouldn't be called a Big Six club. How?
Bear in mind, you're going to see Ange next Wednesday.
Ange, and I'll get to Ange in a second.
Okay.
But that club, those 11 players, bar a couple of them, disgrace. And I'm not saying, then people can turn around and tell me that if you were that good of a team, you don't need other teams to do you favors, especially your biggest rival. And that is true.
That's very true.
But you had the chances.
Of course you did.
You had, City, literally had probably one of their shitter halves I've seen in a long time in the first half, and you couldn't take it to save your life. Thank God for Vicario.
What a player.
Thank God for Dragusin.
Oh, what a block.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
Top performances. But when it comes to players like Son, you're taking that around the bloody freaking goalkeeper 9 times out of 10. Literally 9 times out of 10. You've done it when you dispossessed Jorginho.
That's, or you look at the angle, the whole right of the goal's open. The brother goes left.
He could have chipped him, could have gone around him, could have taken the shot to his right, like you said. No. I see him extend his leg to the left. Let me just roll it. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing.
Oh, that's very presumptuous.
And,
oh God.
And I'll be honest with you. At the end of the day, good on Manchester City. Credit to them.
Listen, they held on. Doku was smart. 100% a penalty. 100% a penalty. No question.
Oh, and Romero laughing with Pep after the game too.
Of course. But 100% a penalty.
It was.
So,
Stonewall penalty.
2-0. I had to put my glasses on for the first goal because I thought Arsenal scored. It was the exact same as Arsenal's goal. Exact same. It just the De Bruyne to Haaland, which I think is a bit more clinical. But that save by Ortega, was it simply because I've heard it all day and I want the expert's opinion, who is unbiased towards both, I think. Shit shot from Son or great save from Ortega? Your call. And we'll leave it at that.
It wasn't spectacular.
Oh, God.
No. Thomas. No. Do you want me to explain?
No.
I am the goalkeeper here. He's actually just used proper technique. It's not like he's gone and made a wonderful save. He's actually gone. He's made himself big. He's stuck a leg out. He's made a good save. But ultimately, Heung-min Son, this is Heung-min Son. This isn't bloody Brennan Johnson.
I like Brennan Johnson.
Okay, this isn't freaking Nicholas Jackson. This isn't Timo Werner.
Timo.
Okay, this is Heung-min Son. All right, 9 times out of 10, you bury that shot away.
Of course you do. 100% you do.
You go around him. But Richarlison would have gone around him.
No.
Christian Romero would have gone around him.
No.
My grandmother would have gone around him.
How is she?
She is great, doing well. And with her knee reconstruction, she would have definitely gone around the keeper. But at the end of the day, great save by Ortega. And for me, better keeper than Ederson. Okay. He's a better keeper, better shot stopper than Ederson.
Was it Ederson injured?
He came off injured, head knock, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
But all in all, that's unacceptable. And I want to get on to Ange Postecoglou.
Can I stop you there for a sec before? 4 big chances for Tottenham. Wasn't just Son. Bentancur had a big one.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Good save.
Yeah.
Kulusevski, great save.
Yeah.
Great save. I think that was a better save than the Son one, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sort of implying that Son, yellow button, shot. Hard. City had 2. Great block by what's the Romanian brother's name? You say it well.
Dragusin.
Yeah, that one. But Son, that is just unbelievable. Question to you before you're going to get on to your big point, which I know you are.
Ortega's
save, has it won the league? Sorry, Antonio.
We will know Monday 3 a.m.
No, I don't like that answer.
Nah, that's my answer.
So Antonio, Bowen, big boy Paqueta.
Big man thing.
Big man Mohamed
Kudus. I will learn Ghanaian. If
brother, I think you'll fly there tomorrow, brother. By the sounds of it.
If Mohamed Kudus wins us the league, I will fly to Ghana. I will become a Ghanaian citizen.
No, the first one.
I will fly to Ghana.
Clip that. So he's going to fly to Ghana. Okay.
I'll get my Ghanaian citizenship and we can all be as one over there.
I think you might struggle with that one, to be honest.
We'll do the podcast live from Ghana.
I don't mind that, brother. From the airport?
No, we'll actually
go to Ghana.
Yeah, we'll go to Ghana.
Okay. We'll get Essien on the show as well, brother.
Essien?
Michael. And then he can bring Mourinho on.
Partey.
Oh. No, I think
Kudus. Well, we're going to get Kudus if we're going to Ghana anyway.
I like Kudus.
Yeah.
Good player. We'll get him at Chelsea. Him and Palmer. Carry on.
Ange Postecoglou.
Okay.
Looking right down the tunnel here.
Here we go.
Sorry. I am sorry. I didn't understand your game, my friend. I genuinely apologize. You are much better than that club. Much better, and you deserve better than that club. Because after his comments today, and after I've seen the fans and the players and how they're acting, you deserve much better than what you're dealing with over there. You know, he's a winner. Ange Postecoglou is a winner.
That I agree.
Okay,
1,000,000%.
He is a serial winner, some would say.
To be honest, I didn't expect you taking it down this road, but I 100% agree with you. Did you see the video quickly before you carry on? Because I think you're doing a great job at it. Did you see the video where the fan right behind his bench was giving it to him the whole game? He turns around and goes, "Come say it to my face. Come, I remember you. You told me your name and I remember you after."
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
That is...
You come to a club to win, regardless of top 4, the ambitions that they had. That's gone in the mud now. But you come to a club to win a football match. It's a football match, brother, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
This isn't an exhibition.
Yeah.
The Tottenham fans were treating it like an exhibition.
Yeah.
They were going, please smack us.
They took it as a joke. When Manchester City scored, they were doing the
Poznan. Are we cooked? Like we're living in a world where they've stopped you from winning the league, hypothetically, but they're celebrating that.
Yeah.
That shows that they have a shit mentality. No, seriously.
They value
shit mentality. To stop you, but not let them succeed at the same time.
Yeah.
What the?
Seriously, Thomas, what? This is a club who has won a League Cup.
Audi Cup, brother, massive.
An Audi Cup. No, this is separate. Oh. Their last actual trophy was the League Cup in 2008.
Shit, I was in year 2.
Yes. Their last Premier League was in 1961. 61.
I think my mother wasn't even born then, to be honest.
My grandmother was 5.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
At the end of the day, Ange Postecoglou, for me, after today's actions and what I've seen from their fans and all of that, he deserves much better.
So you're going to go shake his hand in Melbourne?
I will shake his hand. I will buy him, we'll have some sort of luck here together. Whatever you want, Ange, whatever you fancy. But at the end of the day, for me, he questions the foundations of the club.
Yeah.
He questions how the players are, how the fans are. And God, they deserve it.
I think the fans took a big stab at him today.
What, for taking this game seriously? For throwing away, you don't understand. But these are the fans, I'm going to use a word here, some of the ignoramuses of the world that don't understand.
We're not talking about any expressions, are we?
Huh?
We're not talking about
No. I'm talking about the fans that turn around and celebrate when Manchester City score. You do realise how much money you're losing, missing out on Champions League.
Correct.
Handing it to Aston Villa.
Correct.
You do realise that, come next season, if you don't make top 4 again, let's just say Chelsea pick up their game next year. God forbid Manchester United actually have a decent season. Newcastle, Aston Villa. There's so many things, so many elements to this that if you're not in Champions League next year, half your team's going to leave. Why did Maddison join? To play in the Champions League. Son's going to leave soon. You got players like Dragusin. Van de Ven could be picked up by Real Madrid.
What a player.
Top player. And there's players in that team that I like. I genuinely like Van de Ven.
Me too.
Dragusin is one I wanted us to sign. And I was actually annoyed that when they signed him early in the season from Genoa.
That was a shrewd signing. Yeah. Shrewd signing. Good signing.
But Ange now realizes what he really needs. He needs people who don't give a sorry, pardon my French again. That don't care who you're playing, where you're playing, whether Arsenal finish above you or not. You win that game.
Has Vicario been the best player this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, easy.
You know what? I'll be honest. We're going to do our TOTS soon. He makes the team this season for me.
We'll get to that.
Speaking of that, quickly before we get on, Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 3. Aston Villa on the precipice of their first Champions League appearance in the new format. Crazy.
Yeah, confirmed. Confirmed after Spurs losing this morning.
Wow.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. Mr. Good Evening has done a brilliant job.
If only he could have done that in 2018. Anyway.
Of course, anyway. Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 3. Yeah, I'm surprised. Rich James, well. Did you see Palmer's assist to Mudryk?
My boy. I told you every time Mudryk plays, Chelsea win.
Do you want to know the fun thing?
What?
Mudryk might have actually cost you the league.
How?
When he scored against you to make it 2-2.
That's fine. Some players, I'll let it slide. Actually, Mikel cost us that game.
Hey, okay. Are you ready for some hope?
Yeah.
West Ham 3, Luton 1. Are we hoping West Ham are 3? Come on, the Irons. Up the Irons.
Go the Irons.
Go the Irons.
Jared Bowen. If there's anyone, any team in the league that can do it, it is West Ham.
And Mohamed Kudus.
I am a hammer somewhere underneath my Arsenal heart.
I'm sure you are. Have you got a Bunnings membership? Cool. Okay.
Bunnings membership?
Bunnings membership.
Membership. Yeah, I do.
You do?
Lowest price is just the beginning.
Might have 10, brother. Might have 10.
Might have 10, might have healthy.
Do their slogan. I dare you, brother. Do their slogan.
Might have 10.
Yeah.
Isn't that might have healthy?
Might have healthy. The vitamin thing, yeah.
Have you had your own Health Plus today?
Oh, who's that one? Oh, Jesus. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 3. The reason why I say that, Abdul, I generally think Crystal Palace are a top 10 team next year if they keep Elise and Eze. Yeah, brother, they're top 10.
Well, they're not going to keep them and they're not.
I'm just saying.
I agree with you.
Their manager, wow.
Yeah.
Their manager, wow. Elise, wow. Mateta this last... John Philippe.
Jean-Philippe.
You gotta think for Mateta.
Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Yeah, the way you say it. You're on the boat to France for Mateta.
Ah oui.
Okay, anyway.
Français?
Okay. Je m'appelle
Je m'appelle what?
Tommaso.
Je m'appelle Tomaso.
Yeah. Etu, that's Italian, right? Anyway, segment 3, Abdul.
Yeah.
We took inspiration from Sky Sports.
Good old Jamie Carragher.
I like to lean myself towards more Gary Neville.
Jamie Neville and Phil Carragher.
No, brother. Gary Neville.
Gary Neville.
Yeah, you're Jamie Carragher.
I'm Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
You know. Anyway.
Abdul,
Yeah.
quick fire. So we're just to make it clear, we've got best player, best young player, best signing, best newcomer, best coaching performance. Now, we're going to take that as a overall. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest overachievers, biggest underachievers, and favourite game. There's only one favourite game, by the way. If you disagree, then you're sad. Best player, Abdul. Who's going to get that trophy at the end of the year?
Declan Rice.
Okay.
If not, Phil Foden.
15 seconds. Why?
Consistent. Literally, game in, game out. 8, 9 out of 10. 7, 8, 9. Even at his worst, he's been our best player on the field.
Okay.
I think Phil Foden is, if not the winner, it will be second place.
Okay.
I just think that I've seen more consistency from
Put it this way.
Rice over Foden.
We've got the same answers, by the way. If Arsenal win it, it's Rice. If City win it, it's Foden.
Yeah.
Best young player.
Is it under 23?
Yep. Under 24, I think, actually.
Phil Foden.
Cole Palmer. There's anyone else, it's Cole Palmer.
Phil Foden.
Cole Palmer. How? Please, how? Just entertain me with your ludicrousy. Tell me.
How it's Phil Foden?
Yeah.
Because he's had the season that he's had.
So it's not Cole
His
Palmer.
team are first place at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, I'm not a believer in winning both best player and best young player. It's just not fair. So
if Rice wins it,
I think they'll give Foden young player.
and if Foden wins it, then it's Palmer.
Because they knew they
So it's Palmer, yeah?
If
If Foden wins best player,
yeah.
best young player is Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's okay.
I think just ahead of Bukayo. Just.
Best signing?
Declan Rice.
Wow, not that many there. I'm proud of you. Well done.
King Kai is a close second.
That's proud. That's best signing, Abdul. Bukayo.
Fair enough.
From a subpar Lloris for many years after 2018, he has single-handedly kept Tottenham. Without him, I think they're 8th, 9th, to be honest. With the amount of one-on-ones, freakish saves, so the one against Morning against Foden, freakish saves that he's performed, I think.
Over Declan Rice.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, because I've given Rice best player.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't give two for two. Best coach, Abdul? No, Teta, yeah, of course.
Emery.
Mine's Arteta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Unai,
surprised?
for me, Unai just.
Okay.
I'm surprised he said Mikel.
Yeah, no, I like Mikel. Always have.
I think it's clear. It's taken him to top 4
Mhm.
is
If Arteta wins it, is it Arteta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biggest overachievers?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Mine's interesting.
Biggest overachievers.
Yep.
Villa.
It's not Villa. Name me who's 8th. Sorry, who's 9th? West Ham.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, because they lost Declan Rice.
That, you go back to our predictions. Where do I have West Ham? Before the podcast, me and you. Where were they?
You know, at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Just outside relegation.
Yeah, fair
9th,
enough. Fair enough.
And I'm hoping he can cap off with a beautiful win on Monday morning at 1 a.m. Biggest underachievers, Abdul.
Chelsea.
Yeah, that's my answer, unfortunately, because I had them in top 4.
Actually, I do have another one.
For under?
Yeah.
Go.
Nottingham Forest. They spent a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. But even a lot of pundits, experts, some would call those pundits, Burnley. They had Burnley outside the relegation zone.
yeah, well, that was all hype.
Against company, you
It's
reckon?
the company hype
The
and
company factor.
Yeah. Company ball. Yeah, so on and so on.
Well, company ball's done wonders.
Favorite game?
There's only one.
What's yours?
City's boy, is Chelsea's man. 4-4. What a beautiful game. Don't chat to me. Don't come near me. Thank you. I'm done. You can have the moment.
Burnley vs Sheffield 1-1.
Fucking weird.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, Man City 2, Tottenham 0.
You want to know my favourite game?
Is it my game?
You want to know my favourite game?
Is it Chelsea?
No, it's not.
Of course it's not.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not?
Yeah.
My favourite game is the 4-3 Arsenal-Luton Town game.
That was a good game. That was a good game. So why, disregard Chelsea, why is it not Chelsea-Tottenham? Tell me why. You don't think so?
Oh.
Do you remember the game I'm talking about?
Yeah.
City's boys, Chelsea's man, the manner, the commentary. It's closely followed, by the way, by 4-3 Chelsea United. That's second for me, even though it's Chelsea. That's bias. I don't care what people say.
No, I'll give it the cake. I'll give you that one.
4-4?
I think the 4-4. It was just chaos. Chaos ensued.
Chelsea City. Just the commentary, Abdul.
Can I print that on a shirt for you?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please. That could be my Christmas present. And birthday.
On to our next segment before the final interesting segment of the show.
This is where I might get a bit defensive.
Quick fire team of the season.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, not getting defensive over this. We'll just go one for one, yeah?
Yeah.
No refutes.
No refutes.
No refutes.
Just drop the name. Okay.
You may start, Mark.
Start us off. Goalkeeper.
Vicario.
Raya. Left back.
Guardiola. Oh my God, is it yours?
Yeah.
I love you. Well done.
Centre back.
Saliba.
Centre back.
Van Dijk.
Gabriel.
Right back.
Ben White.
Walker.
CDM.
Rice.
CDM. Rodri.
Okay.
Centre mid.
Are we going 8 and 10 or
Whatever you want.
6, 8, 10?
3 midfielders.
Okay. So 6, 8, 10.
Yeah.
8.
Rice.
Oh, you've done it that way, little cheeky shit. Douglas Luiz.
Yeah. Centre mid.
Palmer in the 10. Palmer's in the 10. I'm doing 10. Palmer's in the 10.
Foden.
In the 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Left wing. Supposed to be quick fire.
I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna put Foden at left wing.
Okay.
Okay.
Say your 10. Palmer. There's just an option, brother. Just accept.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Come to
Okay.
you come
I'll
to
give you.
realization.
I'll give you Palmer.
On my
as
left.
mid.
On my left, Foden. Okay.
On your right.
wing. Saka.
Saka.
Yep.
Striker.
Watkins.
Ooh.
Yours is Haaland. Obviously. Basic.
Haaland.
Okay. Manager.
Oh, I've said it before.
Emery.
Okay. Team of the season. Yeah, Emery.
Okay. Arteta. All right. Now, I think it's only right if I introduce my compatriot that we said at the start of the year. Sorry, the start of the podcast. So, the guest that he's coming on is actually the producer of the show. Surprise, surprise. He's a staunch Italian man. Looks like an Italian man. Doesn't have gel in his hair, but he does have olive oil. And he's a beautiful, beautiful man. I've known him from year 8. One of the boys. Can we please introduce Mr. Julian Fedeli? Julian.
AKA.
It's an absolute honour to have you on, mate.
AKA Jon Franco.
Jon Franco.
Would you rather Jon Franco?
Mafazone.
I prefer Jon Franco.
He prefers Jon Franco.
Julian, mate, what's it like dealing with myself and Abdul on a weekly basis as the producer of the show?
Fucking hell. Nah, I love it.
Cheers to that one.
It's, I've been doing this now for 24 weeks. Actually, no, technically 26 weeks because you guys came to me 5 weeks into your plan and development of this podcast. And the way that came about was I got a call from Francis, aka Matt, or as I shall call him for this evening, Matteo. Matteo gave me a call and he said, yeah, Jules, you know, there's...
And he just speak like that.
Yeah, no, he goes, Jules, Thomas and made a friend and thinking about doing a podcast. And I'm like, cool, bro. at this point, I didn't want anything to do with film. I left. I was chasing another career path. I was leaving another career. And he said, no, just listen to them. So I said, all right, I'll give you guys 5 minutes. I ended up on a call for an hour and a half listening to these two talk about football non-stop. And I texted Mateo and I said, boys, we're going to make money.
Still waiting.
So, listen, it's not about the money, it's about the passion. It's not about the money. Listen,
exactly.
Julian, the main reason why we've got you on is because
you've been making some comments about Italy, and I'm not very happy about it, to be honest.
My good friends across the ditch, as Australia and New Zealand would say, we're actually connected by Trieste and Istra up the top.
It's true.
So Spain are making it through. We both know that because we're not stupid.
Yeah.
I believe that Croatia will make it a second, and you believe Italy will make it second. You've got a minute and a half to tell me before we do a very interesting topic on our combined 11.
We all know it's going to be more than a minute with how we behave.
Just to clarify,
Are you acting as mediator?
as I have been for the last 24 weeks on this podcast, I will be mediator today.
Well, listen, me and Julian, we're very feisty, but we love each other. It always comes from a place of love. Isn't that right, my beautiful friend, Julian?
See you.
Comes from a place of love, isn't it?
Yes.
Place of love.
Look, the rules of this debate.
It's not a fight.
It's
Don't jump over the bench.
Fair enough.
don't jump.
Fair enough.
I don't want to have to be pinning people down. Keep it strictly football.
Okay.
And
So no olive oil comments.
no olive oil comments.
No concrete comments.
I know you've.
No Chavapi comments.
I know you've got a bottle of oil down there ready.
He's got Chavapi cooked as well.
Chavapi.
Are they cooked or uncooked?
Not cooked yet. I was waiting till after for my post.
With how good I roast you, you're going to cook them. Is that?
No.
Okay.
To be honest, I just get hungry after.
Fair enough.
So,
Well, it's a bit weird if you eat uncooked sausages. If you
just
get hungry.
can we recap?
This is true.
Can we quickly recap the comments that were made?
Oh God, here we go.
Was it last week, I believe, on the show?
May I volunteer as tribute for this?
No.
No, because
It's the mediator's time. He won't speak for the next 10 minutes.
It's his time to talk.
because the comments are about to pop up right here.
Good beat.
Spain, Croatia, Italia, and Albania.
In that order? Cool. I'll take second. I
No,
like that
no,
better.
no.
Spain come first.
Yes.
Croatia second. They'll beat Italy on the final day. Sorry, Jules. Third, Italy. Fourth, Albania.
Flop team of the tournament.
Italy.
Fair enough. Look, fair enough.
Italy went back out of the group.
Croatia's a flop. Italy's a flop.
Okay, I'll stick with Italy.
Italy.
Sorry,
There we
Dylan.
go. That's a more viable opportunity. So let's just start with why you believe Thomas's comments were wrong last week.
According to FIFA.com, I went and checked.
FIFA.com.
I went and had a little geeze because there's been many weeks where Thomas would argue that Italy's not a top 10 country. Now, fair enough. He has his whole right to believe what he wants to believe, even if he believes if Narnia was real and that he can walk into a wardrobe and enter a whole new world. But in that scenario of this, I decided, let me be a very good student of the world and let's do an investigation. I went on to FIFA.com and looked at the top 10 footballing nations. Italy ranks just above Croatia, and where he placed Italy over Japan is in 18th. So
It's a shame.
but you Struns, I don't know what you were
Am
thinking.
I allowed to speak Croatian?
Yeah, 100%.
And he's got the talking stick at the moment, so please.
We should have actually brought a talking stick. It would have been more funny. But thank you.
Oh God, carry on.
I have the talking pen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just because I work in a school does not mean that we need to go back to shushball or talking
Thomas?
stick.
Well, to be honest, we're both going
This
to be
is
in
the
same
silence
world.
paper.
I'm not accepting the piece of paper.
It's on your side.
I'm not touching it.
All right, continue.
So yeah, look, I looked at that. Now, I'm not saying, and I will never say this, Japan is a great nation. They're a great nation to watch play football. I've always enjoyed watching them play football. I love watching Croatia play football. In fact, I was rooting for them in the World Cup. Unfortunately, France took the win. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. It happens. But at the end of the day, when you're really looking at a team that, or a country in general that can hold itself, it's Italy. And Croatia can do the same. It's not taking that away. We're both deserving to be in the top 10. However, I do believe Italy is just slightly a little bit more better overall in history. However, the next Euros that is coming, it's actually going to prove a lot of difference because we're looking at a team that doesn't have those experienced players in Italy that we used to have. You know, when you had like the big team from 06, like this jersey. In fact, I'm wearing Del Piero.
It's in the FC. Go on.
Shush paper.
Yeah, shush paper.
There you go, my friend.
It's the silence paper.
I don't give a shit, to be honest.
It's
I
a
don't
shush
give a
paper,
shit.
mate.
Anyway, go on.
So, you know, when you have those experienced players, now we got a team that's quite young, quite experienced, very skillful, very, very knowledgeable. But when you're talking about that experience, I'm talking depth of years in the game. I'm talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Croatia has that difference. But the difference is Italy's got something to really prove, just like Croatia. Croatia has to now step up because after the World Cup, they didn't obviously didn't take Euros. Italy's taken Euros, but didn't make it to 2 World Cups. So for Italy, it's about really coming back now. Whether or not they do, you know, that's up to them how they want to play. I'll be upset if they don't, obviously. But in my belief, I do think Italy has a really good shot at coming in second. And to be honest, I would prefer if both our countries made it over Spain and Albania.
I agree.
Because, hey,
Don't think that's
Spain, listen,
Thanks, media.
they can go. You know, leave me and Thomas to play it out.
Anyway, Julian, thank you for your insightful tips.
Oh,
I'm just assuming that if Spain was to, let's just say, finish third, Italy would finish first, correct?
I'm happy with second.
Okay.
But who would finish first?
Out of the group, 100% Albania. Shout out Dua Lipa.
But hold on. So what you're telling me is that Italy will make
Pick
it
a country, please, for the love of God. Pick a country.
So if we take Spain out of the equation, would you say Italy finish first, Croatia finish second?
Yeah. There's a very good chance, but I'm also saying it's a
He's so
very...
diplomatic, just pick one,
But
please.
no, it's very tight though, but I do think Italy can
All
come
right.
out on top.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn for the pen?
Before I give you the pen. Now, when Croatia do play Italy, what's the score going to be?
It's going to be tight. There'll be a few goals going in.
Final score.
I'm looking at a 2-1 either way. Maybe 3-2, 3-1, depending on how...
So 2-1 Italy's way. Is that right?
Italy's way, but I'm also I'm honest about how things can be with the reality. It can go either way. We got two very tough... Our group is a tough group.
It's the toughest of the tough.
It's a real tough group. So, but, you know, I do think my team can pull through if they stick to their guns, stick to their game, and just have the mentality of getting in there and not backing down.
That is very well put together. Onto our next side of the table, the Croatian side. Welcome, Thomas.
Oh, thank you.
Dobro.
Jutro.
Buongiorno,
Come ti chiami?
Ben.
Okay. So, Julian. Thank you, I'm a good man. Julian, I hear your point and completely understand. We can't forget that 30 years ago, just clocked, we're about 20, 26, 27, 8. 30 years ago, Croatia wasn't even a country. So, quick.
Congratulations.
You're about 28, 28 years too late, thanks.
So glad you guys have come to the geographical scene.
Appreciate it, thank you. What paper do you have? Oh, it's a silence paper, cool. So with that, you guys have the history. So we see here there's an all-time Croatia, Italy 11. There's no point because where Modric could get in there and probably Shuke. And I could fight for Boban, but I love Boban, but yeah. Pirlo and Gattuso, we can't really talk about. So
What about Tunya?
that's it. That's FIFA, mate.
Oh,
But Tunio destroys Zico and Ribery. So
that's fine. Anyway.
Shush paper as well, by the way. So 28 years ago, Croatia wasn't even a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that, in the last 5 or 6 World Cups that we have made, we are only behind France and Germany for top 3 places. 2 bronze medals, 1998, 2022, and 2018 runners-up. In 6 World Cup finals appearances, we have placed 3 times for a country of 4.3 to 4.4 million people. Massive. Euros, underwhelming. 2008 was our chance. We bottled against Turkey with a stupid throw-in. We should have done what we do against. Don't get me started. I could give a whole podcast on that stupid decision.
Yeah.
But 2016, we got robbed against Portugal. Should have scored, hit the post, and then Portugal kept it. 2020, Spain were too good. Spain are always our bogey team. In terms of Croatia versus Italy, we actually haven't had much history. People think so. But our last fixture, I believe, was 2014 or 2015. 2-2. Perisic scored. I've always been envious of my Italian neighbours. One, they think their food's pretty good. I'm joking.
That's the one. Okay.
I'm joking. Listen,
That's
I'm
the
joking.
one
Shush
area.
paper.
No. I'm the mediator here. I do the shush paper.
Can I talk?
I have the shush paper.
Just apologize to the Italians because that's the one thing you don't want to piss them off with their food.
I love your pasta. Your pizza needs to be wood-fired, not oven-baked.
I agree.
Okay. Anyway, so with that, I've always been envious of my Italian neighbours due to their success because they play a very, not now so much, but they used to play a very defensive.
Thomas ball.
Yeah, correct. Melodic boy at Mandy's. They used to play a very defensive style of football, very pragmatic, and worked. You're talking, you got a back line of Baresi, Nesta, Maldini, Maserati, Mazzarati, whatever his name is. Zambrotta. Yeah. Across two different generations. No one's getting past that. So I think now, 2016 to 2024, I think Croatia has experienced a massive, massive growth, starting with our generation from 2014 after that World Cup in Brazil. We were very close against Portugal. I think if we beat Portugal, we were on that same path that they did to face Wales, and then obviously in the final against France.
Yeah.
So Croatia, I think in these last 6 to 8 years, I think has actually overtaken Italy. Not over in their success. God, no. But in recency bias, and that's why I talked to my good friend Julian about creating a all-star now, current, because it's much more interesting than an all-time. Because with an all-time, we're looking at Modric and Shuka. To get to your question, because I know you want to answer this question.
I just want to, same way I asked Julian a question. You've talked a lot about your past.
I'm getting to the current.
I was going to say, I think, tell us a bit about the current, because
okay, so
what's there to look forward to?
Modric's hair swaying as he kicks the ball. Perisic is still an injury cloud.
Yes.
For the Euros, so we're going to possibly line up with Maje, Kramaric, Budimir, Pasalic, somewhere across that front three.
Yeah.
Not our strongest area. Our defence looks solid and midfield's always the same. Juranovic quoted in 2022, he goes, passing to Modric, Kovacic or Brozovic is safer than putting your money in the bank. It's true, by the way. That brother didn't lose a ball in 2022 World Cup. So now, that's why I'm saying recency bias, I think Croatia makes second. That game against Italy sounds really, really self-explanatory, but that's the decider. Whoever wins that, wins it. For me, second, Julian will think Italy comes second. That is completely fair. What I'm more interested in is this recency. Let's go current squads, Julian. We're happy with that. Current squads, 2024.
Down here.
Good man. Current squads, 2024, combined 11. Happy with that, mediator? I've got no choice.
I get the deciding vote.
Oh, but you're biased. You're really biased.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You hate all Croatians.
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll clarify.
No, I don't.
So clarify.
I gotta say this, Thomas. He loves his Croatians.
He loves me. Thank you.
I love Croatians. I as Croatian people, I love you all. The Croatian national team, I do think though.
Here we are. See.
I do think your noisy neighbours might just outperform you.
So that's why I speak more Italians.
I won't. I'll be fair. I promise with you. I promise you. I'll be fair.
Otherwise, your whole ride home, I'm going to spray you with chants in Croatian, which you'll never know the menu to, and you won't search Google Translate because they don't come up.
Oh, good luck.
He's done this many times to me, and to be honest, it's been a vibe.
Julian.
What, spraying you with Croatian?
Ready? Goalkeeper.
Singing a lot of Croatian chants. I have no clue what he's saying.
Ježite ljudi na postori nada, je ovde igra.
Hrvatska.
Ole, 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 ole. Just to clarify, that was not a salute. Just to clarify, that was just
we don't support. Or
no, God, no. Anyway,
back to
start us
goalkeeper.
Off. Goalkeeper, Thomas.
Dominik Livakovic.
Wow.
Mr. Penalty Hero, saved us in 2022 World Cup.
Yep.
Massive reason why we got where we were.
Yep.
I thought he couldn't beat Daniel Subasic in 2018.
Yep.
But Livakovic, safe as houses, especially when it comes to a penalty shootout, which Italians are known for.
Fair enough.
Julian.
I had a little toss-up between Vicario or Donnarumma.
Fair shout. By the way.
Like, it was a little tough at first because I was kind of going, like, oh, but then I switched to Donnarumma. Why? I like him. He's been little ups and downs at PSG, but he's proved himself in the last couple games. And you know what? But, you know, I think the Euros, the way that even Spalletti's made it is that there's players that can move in and out and change because he knows that experience isn't there. So
he never changed keeper, but he never changed keeper.
He did it in his most two recent games in America. Okay. They had the different lineup.
For friendly game, yeah.
But friendlies, but I think once again, he used his friendlies to kind of start getting them moving.
As any good coach does.
But once again, they're against South American teams. When we now talking about European teams, this is going to be a different game. This is the time
mediator.
To go.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this one to Donnarumma.
Of course, you.
I had. I'll be honest with you. What I'm doing in my mind before either of you give an answer,
you've already got
I'm
yours.
putting an answer in my mind.
Okay.
So just
so this is just fruitless. So there's no point me explaining my point.
No. You could convince me.
It doesn't matter.
You could convince me. I'll be honest.
So if I say Thomas Miletic starts at left back, is that in your mind? To be honest, or no?
To be honest,
if you convince me that Thomas Miletic should be in there.
You know what? That's my life mission.
Thomas Miletic should be in there.
Right back. Josip Stanisic. Absolute revelation.
I'm seeing a theme here.
I don't care. 24-year-old, based at Bayer Leverkusen on loan from Bayern Munich. Absolutely revelation.
Yeah.
Revelation at Bayer Leverkusen, especially these last 6 or 7 weeks. And form is so important coming into a tournament. I think he's going to hopefully carry that form into the Euros.
Fair enough.
Fidelevic.
Julian.
Right back.
Di Lorenzo.
Who's, by the way, has disappeared at Napoli. Sorry, am I allowed to talk on it? Okay.
Shush paper, mate. Shush paper.
I've got zero paper here.
It's on the floor. All right, just on recent form in this season, I'm gonna give him.
Say it. No, you gotta say it, brother.
I'm gonna give him Stanisic.
Josip's
in at right back. I think Di Lorenzo, had we been having this conversation 12 months ago,
I agree.
Would be the shoe-in. But
I second that, by the way.
For a position that Italy were blessed in prior, I do think that this is the one position right back where I think they lack dominant options.
Centre back. Right-sided centre back, Josip Šutolo.
I need your two.
Josip Šutolo, Joško Guadio.
Who did I pick for these?
No explanation because I just didn't give an explanation.
I know. I went with Buongiorno. And who else did I went with? Because I've written, my handwriting's terrible, by the way.
I've got worse.
I look like I had a little seizure on this paper trying to get this down. I believe I wrote down Bastoni. But I had a toss-up on that.
Who was your first one?
Buongiorno.
All right. I'm going to take Gvardiol. I'm going to take Bastoni.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that one, to be honest.
Left back. By the way, this is my second favorite player in the Croatian national team. So if you do this one dirty, that's on you. Borna Sosa. What a brilliant player at Ajax. Brilliant player.
Left back. You've got a few.
No, you're only allowed one option.
I think
I've got a few. And it's the only reason because I've seen a lot of change up in their squads from the last few games. He's messed around, but I wrote down Di Marco.
Okay, so he's now Di Marco.
Di Marco.
Oh,
Federico Di Marco.
Because you had your doggy.
I know,
but
your doggy's been pulled out.
You had Spinazzola.
And he chose Di Marco.
Abz. But for the Spinazzola could be called up, but he's a last-minute call-up. So I'm relying on what's potentially going into Euros.
Abdul, you've already...
For this one, it's going to have to be Di Marco.
Yeah, so sad. You're just a sad man, to be honest.
Sousa. Okay.
Sousa. Get out of the room.
Sosa.
Yebi.
So I'm not going to finish that sentence off. Everybody loves Sosa.
Thank you, Julian. I appreciate that.
That's from Chief Keef.
CDM. Marcelo Brozovic. No explanation. Because apparently I'm not allowed an explanation. Just sees 2 goals on the weekend. Okay, sorry. That was an explanation. Just there. Carry on. Nicolas Barella. Yeah, we're away.
Tonali.
No,
sorry.
Tonali's out.
No, thanks.
Look, as much as I agree with Tonali, but I'm looking at who's coming in to potential Euros in the starter. That's what I'm. But yeah, it would have been Barella.
Not Jorginho.
Jorginho, yes, but I'm rolling on.
Sorry,
but the only reason is, and I will say this:
I'm giving him options.
Do you want to give me an option?
I love Jorginho, not because I'm an Arsenal fan, but there's a thing with Italy that they have got a couple players in there that have been naturalized. So that I'm looking at the most Italian. Barella.
He's chosen Barella.
I know it's tough. I know Jorginho, but Barella, I'm standing on that.
Pick one.
This is how I'm thinking.
Mate, you got to pick one. Do you really think the viewers care about your explanation?
I do.
I do as well, but in my own personal time. Too quick, sharp answer, brother. Because I've insulted him, he's going to go Barella. Is that why? Yeah, no,
there's a method to my madness here. Give me Barella.
Of course, yeah.
But why?
No.
Because I just think that the next two, I just think the midfield balance between these three will be good. I just think the next two, Croatia might have. Go on.
Croatia will have. So what have we got? We've got three.
Give me your midfield.
Yeah, Kovacic and Modric.
Give me midfield two.
Pellegrini and Bellanova.
Nope. Yeah.
Croatia's got this one.
Croatia does have a stronger midfield.
Thank you,
they really do.
Thank you.
I think Brozovic 4 years ago would have been picked. I just think Barella right now has had maybe not his best season this year, but the last few years he has been better than Brozovic. As well, where's Brozovic playing at the moment?
Mounties.
Al Nassr. He's killing it in Saudi, mate.
With the go.
Right wing.
Right wing. Am I assuming that Perisic is fit? Yes. Okay. Right wing. Lovro Maje. Don't you dare come near my boy.
Right wing.
Don't you dare come near Maje.
Zaniolo.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Maje.
Lovro
takes the cake.
Left wing.
Ivan Perisic.
Chiesa.
Oh, fuck.
You have to.
I knew it was Chiesa.
But this is where it gets interesting now for both of us because now we're looking at the striker.
So if he's going to go Scamacca, my striker, I don't care who it is, my striker beats Scamacca. Scamacca can't finish to save his life.
Have you seen Scamacca in Italy this season?
I don't care about it.
He has been. This isn't Scamacca at West Ham.
Well, I just thought about West Ham for the past 6 months while I think about this game on Monday. Are you assuming... Actually, you know what? You go first because I've chosen Croatia for the past... You go first. Who's your striker? One.
All right. I had two names here because I was kind of tossing up, but I've changed from both of them.
Go.
I'm going to run with Acerbi.
The centre back.
No, sorry. No. Sorry, striker. My bad. I read the wrong one. Raspadori.
Wow.
He
shows him that. You can't go with Scamacca.
I read the wrong note. It happens a lot.
Centre forward because he's centre forward.
Raspadori.
But I will say this though. There is a problem with Italy in having a number 9.
Of course there is. Yeah, we know that.
We have a bit of a problem there. That's why they're heavily reliant on Chiesa.
Of course they are, especially the front. So, Immobile no, Scamacca no, Belotti no. Is that correct? Okay.
I'm running with that just because of recent form.
Do you want to look? No. I'm gonna give him an. Listen, they've got options.
We do have.
No.
Look, we do have
I've got options as well.
Yeah, but hold on.
Name your options.
In his defense, we do have options, but this is where I was making the point of the experience of Italian players in this team isn't there in comparison to the Croatian team.
Can I say something? All the guests on the podcast have sat here and I've been there. Julian, the guest for today, has sat there.
Incorrect, actually.
Because I chose.
We have had one guest that sat there.
Correct. All on my side. Now they're on your side. Why?
Because he asked to sit this side.
I figure.
He asked to sit on this side.
Yeah, I chose
many
this
Italian options
spot.
up front. He's picked one. Settle with it.
Why are you getting so defensive, Thomas? Why are you getting so defensive?
He's like this every time.
Because you got to pick my player.
Why are you getting so defensive?
Okay, ready?
Guys, next week, Serbia versus Croatia. I'm doing.
I'm bringing every Serbian friend I got.
Yeah.
I've only got one.
Anyway, I need you to lock in a striker. You've got Belotti. You've got Raspadori.
He's already picked it.
You've got Immobile. Who are you locking in?
He likes the sound of Immobile, apparently. Pick Immobile, you'll win. Can you hurry up?
I need you to lock in an answer.
Run them back one more time.
Oh my God.
Because you keep talking every time.
Immobile, Raspadori, Belotti.
Skamaka's not in there. Well,
Scamacca.
here we go.
Just for Thomas' sake, hey. Raspadori. I'm sticking on.
You're a good man, Julian. You're a man of principles. I like that.
Thomas. Who do we have on your end?
So I'm going to lock in one. Fair. Andre Kramaric.
From Hoffenheim.
Yeah, brother. The jersey that I have at home. Beautiful player. 2 assists again on the weekend. Hoffenheim's all-time top goal scorer. Any more questions you want to throw at me about Andre Kramaric? Would you like me to tell you?
Who is your other option?
Ante Budemi, 3rd top goal scorer in... 4th top goal scorer in La Liga.
No Mandzukic?
And the brother's on the coaching staff. Yeah, the brother's not in there, unfortunately.
Look, I'll be honest with you. You going with Raspadori only leaves me with one option, and that is to go with Kramaric. Had you gone, I'll be honest, with
Scamacca.
either one, no, not Scamacca. Had you gone with either one of Belotti or...
Andrea Belotti. Really?
have you seen his form, man?
I think, yeah. Have you seen Kramaric's form?
Sorry,
I'm very tunnel visioned.
No.
So are we doing
I never knew that about you.
Are we doing a count? So
It's
what's
like-
that?
Hold on. Let me continue what I was saying.
I didn't know
Had
this.
you gone with Belotti or Mobile, I would have gone with them over Kramaric, and I think he would have understood. And I think
wouldn't have.
that's why he was stopping me from trying
Correct.
to. Yeah.
Sorry, Julian.
But I made that choice
But-
prior anyway.
Fair play.
But Raspadori is probably the most informed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
the
looking at.
I would encourage you to go and look at Kramaric's form after the
Okay,
podcast.
I'm not denying
Yeah,
that.
but
Not
Tom,
denying that.
with a lot of my choices,
Over the
I'm
top
looking at what I spent the last couple of days is looking at, okay, what's going into Euros, what's potentially going to go into the Euros, who is Spalletti going to take? He has options,
Well, put it this way.
but I'm looking at who's most likely going to potentially start.
Raspadori and Kramaric are both in the squad.
Yeah, but
so
I'm looking at who's most likely going to use.
fair play. Quick count. So Italy, they had
The goalkeeper,
Donnarumma,
the
centre back, left back,
so,
centre back, left
who's
back,
the right back? Stanisic,
centre back,
Yeah.
left back.
Yeah.
So they had Bastoni, DeMarco,
CDM,
Barella,
Brella,
Chiesa,
Chiesa,
and now there's 6 Croatians: Stanisic, Guardiola,
yeah.
Kovacic, Modric, Maje, Kramaric.
Which is fair.
Which leaves us with
Coach.
the
Oh
coach.
shit!
We both agreed on one coach prior to this whole episode, and we know who it is.
But that's all.
That is
That was
true.
all time, wasn't it? No, we spoke about all time, didn't we?
No, we spoke about like
Current.
going in, but I said we'll do a coach, one coach, 2 coach, like an assistant. Yeah, for the fairness of the sake of fairness for both of us.
To be honest,
For the sake of it, to mediate, and we are an hour and a half in.
we pick an English coach.
No, I think there's only one option, and if we're gonna go current, it's
over Zlatko Dalic.
Mancini.
It's true. We both you agreed to this.
I'm
prior.
talking about. Sorry, who's managing Italy at the Euros?
Spalletti.
Spalletti.
Why is Mancini in the
Because he
conversation?
was there. He won them the freaking Euros.
I'm talking.
If you talk, look,
And Zlatko Dalic took Croatia, a population of 4.2 million.
Yes.
Who, if you divide that by half, you're looking at 2.4 available males.
Yes.
And if you divide it by half, where half of the pensioners fought in the war,
Yes.
you're looking at probably 700,000 men that can play.
Yes.
So in that age group, you're
And
looking
they
at
are blessed with talented footballers out of those 4 million people. Okay.
no one's
Zlatko
taking
Dalic-
that
No one's
away.
taking that away.
It's like Kodak.
I
But-
just think I'm going off.
I don't
For
care.
me,
I
I'm
don't
just
care.
trying to because I want to get to. We want to get to the end of this.
Of course.
The last coach to win a major trophy for either team is Mancini.
No, Zlatko Dalic has won my heart. That's the major trophy.
How about we have a co-coaching?
I like that.
Co-coach.
With Zlatko Dalic at the head. Okay.
No,
Cool.
no.
with Roberto Mancini at the top.
Yeah, the Italian has to do it because we've won that Euros and we know what it means.
It's only fair. It's only fair, Thomas.
No, it's
They were the last team to win a major trophy, even though I disagree with how they won it.
Because you're an England boy.
Because Chiellini choked the living hell out of Saka.
I don't care. I actually like that.
Oh, you like choking?
No.
That's a new bit of information.
No,
Tom.
no,
Guys,
no.
he
know
loves
that.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I like intelligent play. I like
Playing it safe.
yellow it. Yep. Intelligent. I like an intelligent.
I tried.
Catch him out. Catch him out.
He's not
Do
gonna
it.
catch me out. He's not gonna catch me out. You got nothing. Anyway,
Can we we'll leave the coach to the viewers.
I like that.
Yeah. How about
fair play.
we need a current, let's just say in the last.
No, it's between Darlich and Mancini. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Darlich and Mancini.
Take that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, look, let's leave it there.
What an episode.
It's been a great
Before we go,
episode.
I think we should just allow the viewers quickly to understand. So next week we'll be filming an episode here,
Yes, we will.
and then we're off to Melbourne. Abz and Jules are off to Melbourne on Wednesday.
Correct.
Myself and Tanky are off on Thursday, and Matson is in his sweet home. Indeed.
He's in his lovely, lovely, lovely home. And I must say, I'm excited.
Likewise, should be a good time.
I think that, it's my first time going to Melbourne as well. And without the support, without the following, without, week in, week out, the commitment of the people watching and the commitment of everyone here in front and behind the camera, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to do something we've always wanted to do, which is travel and do, work within football and do what we want to do.
Quickly before we sign it off, Julian, player you're most excited to watch next week in Melbourne. Quickly. Any player. It could be Newcastle, A-League, Tottenham, Women's All-Stars, pick one. Thinking too much. From the heart.
Give me a minute to search my heart, brother.
Okay, done. You search Abz.
Let me search it.
Player you're most excited to look.
Leo Williamson.
Okay. Me, Nestorio Kunda.
Of all players coming
Yep,
from...
Kunda. Yeah, I got a feeling. It's going to be the last time you're going to watch him in Australia.
That's fine.
Last time. Jules, your heart.
You can watch him in Scotland when he gets sent off on loan.
Rude. Your heart has been searched, and your answer is?
Marcelo. And I'll tell you why.
Sorry, that's worse than mine.
I'll tell you why. Because that guy single-handedly
Has kept the Wanderers young.
kept Wanderers alive. He was doing things, and I want to see him play with his heart out. But I must say, Tom, Abz, I got a little something. Premier League cards.
One pack, go.
No, do we all get a pack?
Oh, I'll get a pack. All right, fine.
Everyone, I think we
Fine.
should. I think we should open up a pack each.
Yeah. By the way, if there's any signed Cole Palmer, send it to me. If
No,
there's
they're
any-
mine.
No,
They-
if
they
there's
come
any,
back to me,
if
mate.
there's any signed Smith Rowe, give that to me.
All right.
Anyone else you can have.
I would like to say, I think my crewmate,
You can go first.
Thomas Josip Meletic.
You've got that. You've got the other.
Guys,
I'm
don't
not
flip
saying
him
the
around.
rest. I'm not going to split your government out.
Yeah, don't flip him around. Just look at the back like this, and we just go. Sorry. So first one, Bournemouth forward, Ta-da-ta-da. Dominic Solanke.
Oh, Dominic.
Hey.
Aston Villa defender,
I'm so glad my paycheck got that.
Ezra Konza. Ezra
Wow,
Konza.
Great right back. Great right back.
Centre back. Jules.
Manchester City midfielder. Phil Foden.
Oi.
I got Phil Foden.
Philly.
Got me?
Philly,
Oh,
Philly,
wow.
Philly.
Chelsea defender.
Oh my God. Thiago Silva.
Benoit Badiashile.
Bede Chile. Bournemouth midfielder, Marcus Tavernier. Jules.
West Ham United forward.
Antonio.
Why'd you ruin it?
Of course.
Why'd you ruin it, bro? Took away my enjoyment.
Sorry.
Manchester United midfielder. Casemiro. Hey, Thomas, your favorite
They
player.
should change that to centre back, unfortunately.
I'm actually kind of happy.
Crystal
about
Palace midfielder, Will Hughes.
You mean what's his name?
Nope. Nope.
From
Nope, not doing it. I know what you're going to do.
Luton Town midfielder. Pelly, Rudok, and Panzu.
Ooh, never seen him, brother.
Great
Front.
midfielder. Great player.
Scouting him
Yeah.
on Football Manager. Jules, do two, sorry, because we skipped you.
All right, I have a Fulham goalkeeper.
Leno.
Why do you guys keep? That's
I'll do
twice.
you one better. Shiny Leno.
All right, I like where my paycheck's gone.
Carry on.
Newcastle midfielder.
Go.
Bruno Gamirs.
Almiron.
Oh, close enough.
Go. Abs.
Nottingham Forest defender. Shiny Felipe. Powerhouse.
Felipe.
The grab was not necessary. Bournemouth defender, Marcus Senesi. We got one each, yes?
Yep.
One each left.
Two.
Oh, Jules, go.
I have Burnley Football Club forward. I like to just say something about I packed Burnley 3 times in my last pack that I got, and I will say this. It was the day before I found out they got relegated, and I finally felt what people felt in 1929 when the stock market crashed, because it felt like a bad investment. But Burnley forward, Benson.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Julian, do your last one as well, and then I'll finish off with mine.
Liverpool forward.
Ooh.
Mohamed Salah.
Stop ruining
Oh,
stuff.
but what is it?
Oh,
Is it
that's a
100
shiny
is it
one.
100
But it's
club?
a Mo Salah, yeah.
What is it, 100 club?
Uh,
What does it say?
I can't. Well, it says hot shot, and he definitely is a hot shot.
Yeah, but I think Hot Shot's like for up and coming talent.
Yeah, you
Carry
know.
on. Your last one?
Aston Villa. Bonus. I got the whole club.
Okay,
You got Emery Ball. Abdul.
fair enough. He's got the club.
Abdul. Zoom in on that one.
Ooh.
Now, this could make your war, or it could make my war. That's your guess.
That's Benjamin White.
Technically, it's making my wall.
So, this is false advertising by Panini. I've got ice on here. It's not Cole Palmer. It's Alexander Zinchenko, who apparently is classified as ice. But it's not Cole Palmer, who's obviously
because
Cole
he's
Palmer.
cold in the way he plays, boy.
Zinchenko, the brother can't defend.
He's kind of like Thomas at left back.
Okay, anyway.
I agree.
I don't
15
think-
minutes on the field.
I
now.
don't think. Should I start the game, though?
Yeah, then you leave halfway through.
Actually, no, I played the whole game last week.
Congrats, that's better than what you've done
We
before.
didn't play last week. It got called off.
Can I finish the podcast? No, can I end the podcast without getting
Well,
to that?
If I may, can I do a couple little shout outs for a couple people that have helped us out along the way?
No, that is fine, man. Go for
All
it.
right.
You've got 30 seconds.
Don't time me.
30
I
seconds.
time you.
It's actually
29, 28.
27.
First, I'd like to shout out to State of Vibes, SOV. First and foremost, SOV, who I'm affiliated with. I'm with doing music. I do a bit of music because I love music and I love working in the arts. Malik had provided us a lot of cameras to begin our podcast, and he did it out of his own generosity. So I'd like to shout out to SOV, his whole team, Malik, Saray, Wavy Face, Atan. Malik and Wavy Face have a new song out called Angel Love. Everyone go check that out.
It's actually decent, I heard it.
Yeah. I heard it and saw the music video prior to going out, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me laugh like hell when I saw it because it was so funny, so creative. But shout out to those guys because they've really helped us and they've been real supportive and they love football themselves. I also like to shout out to a few locals. Tom, we will know them. The boys at IGA, Danny and Ray, they have been biggest supporters of us. So shout out to IGA Abbotsbury. They have been friendly grocer Abbotsbury, to be honest.
True.
They have been great support.
True.
So shout out to those boys. I love seeing them when I drop in, when I'm passing through the area.
I love getting my strawberry up and go from there.
Oh, bro, I just love seeing Danny and Ray and hanging out. I remember going down. Here's a fun story. I watched an entire 90
it quick, 'cause I think
minute
Bella
Liverpool
Vista's
game
gonna
with
kick us
them
out.
behind the counter, just sitting there enjoying time
Nah,
with them.
they're good boys.
They're so really good. I'm so happy that they're there. But I'd also like to give a massive shout out to all the crew here. Why? Because this has been a resurrection of me being creative, finally being able to do something. Told you, Mum, I'll do it. But
Thank you, Daniel.
when I first came to this, and I think Tom knew, Matt knew, Madsen knew, because me and Madsen, who's our editor, or I call him Matty Punga, went to the same university as me, and a lot of these boys saw me not want to engage in film, art, music. I did not want anything to do with it. Finally, the boys came and I said, I'll help them out. And for some reason, just like watching the Beckham documentary, reignited my passion into film, like how Beckham reignited my passion into football. So I'm very happy just to be on this journey. Because ever since I started, for some reason, everything in my life just went straight up the wall. And I like that because I rely on pressure and stress to make it. So I'm very happy about that. Very happy that I'm here with everyone. And to be honest, all the things that we've got planned behind the scenes that I cannot mention because they are confidential, and I swore to Abz I will never say them until it's ready to go. Otherwise, he will slap the crap out of me. Do you see him cracking his knuckles?
Ready to go.
We got a lot of things planned. We got a lot of things in the pipeline that we're working on behind the scenes. Melbourne is going to be a very good time, especially Ange. Ange, I want to give you a hug, brother, because to be honest, the way you stood up to that goddamn fan of yours, you should have hopped on over. I respect that move.
It was massive. No, Jules, seriously, it's from all of us. It's a pleasure to see a Creative Spark back in the flow. And we really enjoy having you on as the creative producer. And and general just producer of everything. Likewise with Mattson, you two are brilliant, and I think it's only right that you came on the podcast eventually, and no better way to take that versus Italy versus Croatia. Quickly before we go, there's my code. You got 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3 for the free pack. But seriously, we'll see. Quickly as I sign the show out. There you go, 1, 2, 3. Jules, show yours.
Get a free code, everybody.
1, 2, 3.
On
as we sign out, seriously, from everyone, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you all in Melbourne and growing our fan base. But Abz, best of luck next week. Jules, best of luck next week. Thank you. Best of luck next week for Arsenal. We love you all. We have been the team at UBF. I have been Thomas.
I have been Abz.
And special guest today and forever. We'll stay on the podcast.
Jon Franco.
Julian Fideli. Ciao.
Spits out my government.
Piacete aiuti, na postori nada. Che ti scuoli? Vievo de igra.
Harvashka. Wait. Forza.
Azzurri.
Forza.
Azzurri.
Forza.
Azzurri.